Philomena Moffet and her little pug puppy Poppet. Philomena Moffet is an artist who lives and works from her riverboat home, sailing up and down the waterway whenever she cares to roam. She sells her work at craft fairs and in a gallery in town named Zen. She paints views and birds and animals and also portraits of your furry friend. One day, Philomena was asked to paint a litter of puppy pugs, along with their mother and father, Isabel and Bugs. The owner of the pug family was Philomena's Uncle Bart, and he offered Philomena a puppy as payment for her art. So Philomena had to puppy-proof her riverboat to keep her new friends safe from harm, and also bought lots of little doggy things and a pink bed to keep her warm. Philomena chose the name Poppet for her new little furry pal, who was lively and very loud, but a happy little gal. Once Poppet was feeling settled, they took off with the tide, up towards the open fields where Farmer Binkley's horses usually reside. A beautiful white horse with her foal was relaxing under a tree, so Philomena anchored up the boat and started painting happily. Poppet awoke from her afternoon nap and noticed the horse and foal. It scared her. She barked and ran around the boat, not knowing which way to go. She crashed into Philomena's easel, sending paint flying all over the place. It spooked the horses and they took off so fast, galloping as if in a race. Philomena caught Poppet and gave her a hug and spoke softly to help calm her down, then decided that painting was off for the day, so sailed back upriver to town. They went to the shops for some groceries, which was all strange to the new little pup, and she panicked and barked, then ran around Philomena's legs, nearly tripping her up. Another dog started barking, thinking that Poppet was having great fun. He yanked on his lead so hard that his owner was pulled into a run. The ducks on the duck pond heard the commotion and started quacking and flapping around, which started Poppet howling at the new annoying sound. The pigeons took off in their dozens and poor Poppet stood frozen in fright. Then the jackdaws and crows joined the exit, a mass of black birds in full flight. Philomena picked up her puppy and tucked her safely under her arm, then headed quickly back to her boat so as not to cause any further alarm. The next day they set sail on the river, heading to the pub for Sunday lunch, where Philomena knew all the regulars, who were a very friendly bunch. Little Poppet became traumatized by all the long legs and loud noise, and started barking and prancing and got very upset and didn't even want to play with her toys. After lunch, Philomena took Poppet for a long walk along the winding woodland path, where the little pup really enjoyed herself and jumped in the stream for a bath. Walking back towards the boat, they met a man with a very calm Great Dane. Poppet started barking at him again and again and again. The Great Dane, as he was passing, tiring of Poppet's yap, gave one large, deep, great, bellowing bark, as if to say, "That's enough of that." Poppet shrank in terror and pulled and tried to run away. Thankfully, Philomena had her on a tight leash, which she held on to for the rest of that day. Poppet learned many lessons and gradually became better behaved, greeting other dogs in a friendlier way, most days anyway. As the weeks and months passed by, Poppet would lie at Philomena's feet, viewing the scene as they drifted along, and not barking was such a treat. She grew to love the riverboat and didn't fear the horses, ducks and other dogs, and was relaxed and very happy, but she wasn't keen on croaking frogs. Philomena was delighted that she was able to paint every day, while little puppy Poppet had a sleep after a little play. One day they went for a visit to see Uncle Bart, Isabel and Bugs, and saw the two new additions, Poppet's brothers Elvis and Suggs. They all played happily together without any barks, yelps or whines. In fact, it was such a fun afternoon, they agreed to meet up again another time. Life was so relaxing, sailing up and down on the waterways, waving to all as they passed by. Very happy, sunny days. Most days Philomena would see a young man with 2 pug puppies out for a walk, but she was always motoring along quickly, so could never stop to talk. She was always eager to see him, so tried to keep to the same hour of the day, and he would be there on the footpath, letting his pups have a run and a play. One day, Philomena was busy painting her riverboat and decided it needed some maintenance or else it wouldn't stay afloat. So she took it to the boatyard to be looked at by a Dexter Hoppet, who had been recommended by her cousin, little Jimmy Moffet. When Philomena met Dexter, she immediately knew it was the man she saw most days on her usual travelling route. And Dexter also knew immediately it was the boat lady and her puppy, who both always looked so cute. So Jimmy, being aware of the mutual attraction, said to Dexter Hoppet, "Let me introduce you to my cousin, Philomena Moffet, and her little puppy Poppet." Dexter, with a beaming smile on his face, said, "I am very pleased to meet you at last. We never get the chance for more than a wave and a smile when you were sailing past. Wouldn't it be nice if we could all meet in the park and go for a walk one day, and you and Poppet could meet my 2 rascals, Felicity and May?" So Philomena and Dexter became very good friends, and all the pups enjoyed the company too, and they all spent many happy hours taking lovely long walks, and the friendships just grew and grew. And a thought caused cousin Jimmy to giggle when on the phone to his lovely wife Carol. If marriage occurred and Philomena decided to use both surnames and became double-barreled. Jimmy and Carol were both crying with laughter, even though they did try so very hard to stop it, at the sound of Philomena Moffett Hoppet and her little pug puppy, Poppet Moffett Hoppet.